Know you're tired of arguing, but no screaming and shouting. And you know we on a roll like we did good in college.
Welcome back to my channel. This is Korin. Korin.Jones, K to the J. If you don't know, subscribe if you're not. So this video is just going to be the glitter cut crease that I recently did on my Instagram. To start my face, I'm prepping with the Farsali Unicorn Essence. Just a couple drops in my T-zone, you know, give me a little shimmers. And yeah, whenever I rub the Unicorn Essence into my skin, I just rub it in like a lotion, you know, nothing special. But when I use their other oils, I kind of do something like that, like a little tapping motions. But for this, it's not really a big deal. For foundations, I'm using the Milani Conceal and Perfect in Sand Beige mixed with the Colourpop No Filter Foundation in Medium 100. And I'm also going to use the Skin Tune Blur from Farsali. And when I applied this one, I use the tapping motions just because it's a little thicker than the Unicorn Essence and it's more for like your pores. And you can feel it kind of get thicker the longer it sits on your face. So I feel like the tapping motion's a little more effective when you apply, you know, because you're trying to cover your pores, you know, blur your pores. But yeah, so that's how I rub that in, pat that in, tap that in, you know. And then I start with my foundations. I didn't show my concealers, but I'm using the TooFaced Natural Beige for under my eyes and the TooFaced Toffee for my contour color. But yeah, so this is the Natural Beige, and I put it under my eyes and then on my forehead, and that's usually enough because this is the super coverage concealer. That's usually enough to spread around everywhere and cover everything. And then I'm kind of light-handed with this. I wipe everything off the brush tip before I put it on my face because it's super full coverage. And then a little Mario Badescu rose something spray just for the fuck of it. And then I'm going to add a little bit more just the foundation because I saw on their page that it can add coverage, so you know, why not? And this is just a beauty blender, a black beauty blender. Usually I feel like I've only been using the Real Technique sponges because I have so many of them. But OG beauty blender, what's up? I don't really have a way, like a pattern when I blend everything out. Kind of just whatever's easiest that day, you know. And it looks, yeah, I'm kind of a mess. You can see I got concealer everywhere. But everything, like these concealers are really easy to blend out. If you like the brown, it looks dark, but it's easy to manage. And then to start my eyes, I'm using the MAC Painterly Paint Pot per use. It's my fave. Ride or Die, Old Faiths. But yeah, I usually just need 2 layers and then it's good. Oh yes, hit that shit. Yes. One more time. Ooh, a death start after that. Okie dokes. And then I'm gonna use this Colourpop Super Shock shadow. I should have the name, but I don't. I'll put it in the description. But I used it like for one eye, and then it was kind of like the same color as my skin. So it wasn't really gonna help in any way, you know. So I put on one eye, but then I was like, you know, yeah, no, it's not gonna help. So I'm gonna use this other Super Shock shadow, and this one's super like, I like this one because you can build up from like a soft pink if you blend it out to like a deeper brick color, you know. But yeah, I'm just using like a thicker brush to apply and then a blending brush to blend it out. And it's actually pretty easy. You'd think it'd be hard because it's more like a creamy consistency or like a buttery consistency, you know, like a whipped consistency. I don't know, they're kind of weird to describe, but you'd think it'd be hard to blend out, I thought, but they're actually pretty easy. That's why I kind of steer away from the matte colors usually, and just, you know, stick to the shimmery Super Shock shadows. But this one's popping, and I think I'm gonna add all to my collection. But yeah, this took me forever to blend. But I swear, after I was done with this beat, I was so happy. Like, it was probably my favorite base ever. I didn't want to take it off. Don't want to sound conceited, but I felt so pretty. So pretty. And I only wore it for like 2 hours. I didn't even leave the house, I think. But yeah, I just went back and forth with the blending brush and the product. Just keep adding and blending and adding and blending to get the payoff I wanted. And then I'm gonna cut the crease. This is with the Tarte Shape Tape in Light Sand. I know that color, that shade. And this Sigma brush made my cut crease so easy. Like, I've been doing a cut crease the past like three you know, beats, and I've used a different brush every time, but this brush made it so easy. Like, it was so fast. It made it so crisp, you know? Tip, if you want like a really crisp cut crease, get a little bit more concealer on your brush so that it's thicker when you apply it. Makes it a little cleaner. And I just tapped out the edge of my finger so that the blend will be a little easier. But look how easy this was. 1 swipe. How many swipes? 2 swipes. 3, 4. And then I blended it out. Like, that's so poppin'. That brush. I'll leave that brush in the description because you guys need it. If you're having trouble with your cut creases, that brush just makes it easy. And then I'm just gonna deepen up the edge around the cut crease just to make the concealer kind of pop a little bit more. And yeah, this is just a pencil brush, and it's just the same brick shade. I'll have the Super Shock shadow below, the red one, and the first one. I'm the worst, I know, I'm sorry. But yeah, just blending, you know. This is the Sonia Kashuk brush. This is like one of the oldest brushes I have. I remember my aunt got it for me from Target. I was so happy. Okay, and then I'm gonna add glitter, so I'm gonna use the NYX glitter adhesive. And it's not really sticky. It doesn't seem like it'd be good, like it'd be really sticky, but it's actually pretty good. I used a good amount and just spread it out evenly over my lid and then kind of lightly towards the edge where I tapped it out before. And same thing on the other side. And the glitter I'm using is also from NYX, so I thought, you know, why not use the NYX glitter with the NYX glitter glue, you know? So yeah, this is the NYX glitter I'm using. It's kind of like a holographic one. I'll leave the name of it below because I don't know the name. But yeah, I just used the same brush to apply the glitter. Same brush as I used for the glue. And it was actually pretty easy. I had to go... The glitter, actually, the container, the holes in it were small, so I had to tap it out like a salt shaker like a bunch of times. But other than that, this glitter was pretty poppin'. And then for my under eye, I'm using the Dose of Colors Friendcation palette. Just those 2 browns. Because I was trying to get this effect from that Super Shock shadow in the beginning, but I didn't get it. So, you know, I'm a little darker than I thought. But yeah, and then I'm just going to use that brick colored Super Shock, the red one, right up in my lash line. And then for liner, I'm using the Pretty Vulgar liner. Pot liner? I don't know. But yeah, this is just a pencil brush from Makeup Geek. And this liner is actually pretty poppin'. It's pretty matte and it's easy to use. I tried the Colourpop one like this in a little pot, but whenever I'd look up, it took forever to dry, so when I would look up, it would get on the top, like where my crease was, and it would make me so mad, because it'd be like, after I was done with everything, and then I had to take it all off, because there'd be black lines on my lids. Ugh, it was horrible. Ugh. But anyways, I'm gonna put mascara on now, and this is the Great Lash mascara. Look at that glitter. And then for lashes, I'm using the Shop Lash Dreams lashes in Divine. Really pretty lashes. But while they dry, I'm going to apply some glitter, you know, a little extra effect. This is a NYX glitter. I'll leave the name below. But I'm using a silver one first. And then on top of it, I'm going to use a multicolored glitter. Because it kind of... I did it on the back of my hand and it looked like the glitter on my eyes, so... yeah. Oh yes, one more time, one more time. One more time, one more time. Oh no. Still cute though. Okay, our lashes dry? Yes. Okay. And I always use tweezers when I apply my lashes. It just makes it easier for me. Like when I had nails, it made it easier. So now it's kind of like I got used to it. So I just use it now. I just use them now, even though I don't have nails. It's just easier for me. Kind of like, you know, muscle memory. And yeah, these lashes are so cute. So in love with this face. So in love. Just so everybody knows, this is my favorite ever so far. See, it's so pretty, that glitter. It did exactly what I wanted it to too, like in the right lighting. This lighting was a little too bright, but when I was like in darker lighting, it looked so good. And then I'm gonna set my face before I apply like powders with Fix Plus from MAC. And then for highlight, I'm using Morphe. I do know the name of this one. This is their Spark highlight. I got it in like a BoxyCharm, I think. And this is just a BH Cosmetics big fan brush. Excuse me. And I just added it everywhere, you know, the highlights of my face, high points, you know, all that, inner corners, brow bone, you know. And yeah. And I'm just using this brush to blend everything together. And then to set my face, I'm using the Urbandecay Chill setting spray. I'm just trying to use this up so I can get to my all-nighter spray. And then I gave my favorite lip liner, my brown, away, so I have to use my brow pencil. But this lip gloss is Revlon's Sandstorm. It's my favorite drugstore lip gloss, I think. It's not a plumping or anything, but it's just so pretty. It's got like little crystals in it too, so it's so pretty. And then I'm gonna do my hair really quick. I was gonna put it up because usually, you know, that's my favorite thing. But then I was like, I don't know, cut crease. Yeah, it didn't work out. So I curled it instead. I just used a wand. This is a Revlon wand, a cheap one I got. I don't know who got it for me. But yeah, I just held it for like 5 seconds each strand, each little piece of hair, and let it go. I always do it away from my face too. And then for my edges, I just use this OTX Sleek and Style, I think it's called, gel. It's just like a light, something light, you know. It won't make my mess up my makeup or anything. But yeah, so that's this face. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. I tried to mess with my lighting, but it didn't really work out. But yeah, this face is so cute. I love it. Oh, I love it so much. I'm gonna watch this video over and over again. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Leave some comments below. XOXO.